Alright, you guys have been asking me for a dreadlock update, and these are my freeform locks in their 9th year, about 3 months into the 9th year, going to 10 years as of right now. Still at 21 locks in total, 21 dreads on my head, and they've been very manageable these days. I haven't had any issues or any urges to cut any more just yet, so I've kind of been riding out this vibe as of now because I've been enjoying the length and the amount of dreads on my head. It's been a lot easier to keep my hair washed more frequently with lesser dreads on my head. So maybe every 10 days or so I've been using a medicated shampoo just to deal with the dry scalp that I've been occurring. And once I shampoo them, the dry scalp tends to reappear maybe like 5 to 7 days again afterwards. So it's been very manageable. Like I said, air drying and blow drying has been a lot quicker as well with fewer locks on my head. And they have still been very interesting to me because the back of my head that is pretty much very short right now has been developing a lot of new congos, one of which being really thick and getting pretty long. It's probably about a year into its growth at this point. Meanwhile, other ones are just like a few months in, so there's like a little bit of differences in the lengths on the side. Now the front is still pretty frizzy. I just keep that frizz embraced. Not really trying to like do any work or crochet it in, just kind of letting it do what it does. And when my hair is down, it actually looks like pretty normal dreads, pretty normal head of dreads. You can't really tell that I have a slight undercut going on here with my new growth coming in on the afro. So my suggestion would be, if anyone's growing their dreads and they want to grow in from a high top, like grow in those sides and don't worry about if it's going to look weird having longer locks on the top and shorter ones on the sides, because at the end of the day it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really show up all that anyways. The weather has been beautiful out here in Canada. Today is like over 20 degrees Celsius for March, which is oddly warm, so I figured it was a great time to just update you guys with the dreadlock progression. Here you can see the back of my head and how some of the locks have been forming. The afro is definitely very evident here as well. Now, I mean, I guess you can't really see the details too up close, but you can see that the progression is there. It reminds me of kind of like a porcupine back or like a hedgehog back for some reason. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Essentially, I feel that they're feeling great. They're looking great. And it's very unique that, most of my dreads are on the front of my head, and meanwhile the back of my head is feeling a lot lighter. Just being able to accept the curl pattern growing in. I actually have also been doing a lot of cold water rinses on my hair as of recently, and just stepping it up and taking cold showers in general, trying to boost my immune system and all that. A lot of benefits to cold showers. Now, I did want to show you guys a quick resemblance to this tree in my backyard as well, which kind of reminds me of a Congo in itself. Now, it's just admiring the nature and like looking at the branches and how they sprout off from one another. It's very similar how dreadlocks grow when they're free formed. So, it's very neat to kind of just connect back with nature and realize that things grow naturally in this manner. Even the trunk of this tree and how it splits out. It's a very interesting concept. I don't know if any of you guys have ever noticed this yourself out in nature. And then I was chilling in my car a little bit earlier, just burning some sage because I don't burn the ganja anymore. So I was just kind of like making some atmosphere in the car. This was some sage that I grew in my backyard a few years ago. And again, I find this very interesting. Just the smell and the atmosphere and the aroma that sage naturally burns at. It's pretty mesmerizing seeing the embers glow, seeing the smoke emit off from the sage, and also just the ash flying off of the burnt particles as well. It's just something I have fun doing. Not really doing it in a spiritual sense or any sort of magic or nothing like that. I just like the smell of it. I like the burning of it. and it does remind me of when I used to hotbox a car. But actually, I'm going on 11 months of being smoke-free. Next month will be the whole year. It's gone by quicker than I thought, and currently I'm doing a 30-day caffeine-free challenge. So trying to quit coffee and any type of caffeine. Well, that's that. Thanks for watching.